Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how your child is going to be accessing and submitting the work. So you're going to notice there's all these different assignments here. Now the most important thing is please look at the directions because not all these assignments your child's going to do. So for example, you're going to notice I have Magic Treehouse, Erie Elementary, and the one and only chapter book. Now I have three different chapter books, but your child's not doing all three. Your child is doing just one of those. And so what you'll do to check to see which one your child is doing, so if I clicked on this one, for example, Magic Treehouse, and I go to View Details, it's going to tell me exactly who this is for. And then for privacy reasons, I just did initials, so we'd know who's is who. So you can see who's this chapter book is for example. And so you would keep looking to try to find your child if that wasn't the one. So if it wasn't that one, then you would just, let me go back to our remote learning. So like Erie Elementary book, you would just go to View Details, and this one, you can see who the initials are for there. So you can see which chapter book your child is going to be using when they do this. And so another thing you're going to do, let me just go back here one, is there's going to be assignments that everyone's going to be doing. So all of these ones here are part of my lessons for that day. So anytime your child's going to open one, so like for example math boxes, you'd click on that and all they would do is they would just click right on this math boxes here and it's going to come right up for this. And your child knows how to do this. We've been doing this quite a bit. And for the math boxes one, I wanted to show this one because some of these your child's probably going to have to use like scratch paper or something to figure out the answers, like right here, and that's okay. Basically what I'll have them do is just have them type what the answers are. And if they forget how to do this, which most of them should be fine with this, is they would just go to this text box here, they'd click on it, and then with their mouse pad they would left click and hold down the left click, and then with their other finger they're going to just drag it across. So they're going to be using two fingers on the mouse pad like this, and then they can start typing the answers. So they could type like one answer there. So if they said it was 675 was that answer, and then if this one they said it was like say 234, and that's fine. And it's alright if it's not exactly perfect, and then it would just look like, and that would be fine if they do it like this, and that's fine. They just have the answer. As long if they can get their answers down, then I'll know that that they most likely probably use scratch paper to figure out these answers, which I'm hoping that they do with those kinds. And if there's something they don't know, they can just, like say if they didn't know how to do number 3, they can just put a text box like this. I did not know how to do this problem. And so what I will do is I will send them a personal email just to kind of explain how to do this one. And so once your child has done each of these, what they're going to do is, you can see I have these tabs open, is I would just go back to this tab, and and it's always going to be saved. So if I click this right now, you can see those are already automatically saved, so they can't delete those, which is nice. So I just come back up to my tab here. Whoops, this tab here, and I just go to View Details, which is right here, and then all they're going to do is click Turn In and Turn In, and then I will have the paper from what they did. And if they made a mistake, they want to say, wait a minute, I made a mistake, they can unsubmit it too, and they can make changes. And then what's going to happen is, after it's turned in, there's going to be probably that day or the next day, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be grading them. And so for you to check your child's work, there'll be an icon up here that'll say grades, and all you have to do is click on their grades, and they're going to be able to see the kind of grade they got. And then I'm also going to put a post next to your child's grade so they can see, like why I gave them a 90 A-, for example. So if you have any questions about how to access any of these, definitely let me know. I'll do one more with you. The Jumanji story map, here's an example where there's lots of different writing on it. So if I click that, and then I just click on this right here, the little slide, this will open right up. And this one is a good example. If it's too small for you, if it's too hard to see, you have the zoom in option. So you can make it go bigger like this right here. You can go up to like 200 if you really wanted to. And same thing with this text feature. You just click that, and then you just use your left finger, left hand, finger on this one, and then with my right finger, I'm just going to drag it and make a box, and then I can just start typing right there. And you can do that with each one. So I just came over here and I hit the T for the text feature, and I can make a box here too. And you can do my typing right there. And the same thing is once you're done doing each of these, then you just need to go back to, whoops, let me just get back there. So I have all these different pages open. So if I go back to this Jumanji story map, or if you lost this part and like say it expired and it kicked you out, there's another way you can do this too. So I can always go back to Google Classroom, and if I go back to my my assignments, so if I just click back on this for Mr. Small's Class Remote Learning, and I just find that Jumanji story map, I just click on that. All I have to do is go to View Details here, and then all I need to do is click Turn In. And just like I mentioned before, each assignment I am going to type some directions right here, what I'm looking for when I'm doing this, when I'm correcting your assignment. So if you have any questions on that, definitely let me know.